Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Today is a very specific message for the Divine Masculine. So if you're here cross-watching, then obviously you might be able to resonate with certain messages as well. But remember, take the energies as they resonate and leave the rest for somebody else. This is a very, very specific message for the Divine Masculines, but you Divine Feminines may be able to cross energetically absorb what they have been going through, what you're currently going through, and we'll see how we go. I've already blessed and shuffled, so thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team, for allowing me to channel these messages for the highest and best good. So I've already blessed and shuffled. I've already pulled the cards just to save some time, so I'm not on this reading shuffling, and it was literally 111, just as I said that. So I know sometimes you like to hear me shuffle and then you like to see me surprised, but this is a very important specific message that I'm not supposed to get derailed and excited, because there is something that is very, very important in here. So I don't know what the back of the cards are saying. I have seen all of the cards, but there's one specific song that I was asked to channel even before I pressed hit record. It's "Now That We Have Found Love, What Are We Gonna Do With It?" So it's "Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it?" So I think it's a very like 90s song. It's an R&B song. If you know who it's by, please let me know in the comments box. Spirit is asking the Divine Masculines to hold themselves to a higher standard. What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminines to know at this time? Nine of Swords. If any of you are sleeping a lot more, or you're waking up in the middle of the night, early hours in the morning, you're feeling restless, and you can't quite figure out what this energy is, that is your Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is having all of these downloads unwillingly. You Divine Feminines have gone through a major cycle, and I'm recording this on the 9/9, so a lot of the members will be able to listen to this live as soon as it uploads. But what I'm seeing is this is a timeless message. So whenever you are seeing this message, allow these energies to permeate and infiltrate for the highest and best good for you and your counterpart. The Divine Masculines are genuinely going through a bit of a harsh time. They haven't been able to really dig deeper into why this is happening, because they keep distracting themselves, right? But they are on the precipice of a new beginning, because we've got the Nine of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I'm reiterating these cards because we've got 911 emergency numbers. And we've also got the 9 card here again. So there is a nearing an end of a cycle. Obviously, I'm recording this on the 9/9, but this is about feelings of depression, anxiety, and having bouts of insomnia. The Divine Masculines are asked to go, in the night when they're feeling restless. In the day, they can distract themselves with people, places, work, social media. But in the night, that is when their mind is quiet, and that is when their mind switches on. So instead of them going through the downloads in the day and taking time out for this, they have been able to see their fears play out in the still of the night, in the darkness. And so this is where Divine Feminines, you may be anticipating some negative thought patterns and processes. You're probably spending quite a bit of energy regarding your connection, your future. Your perception is going towards the negative. And what this beautiful message is here to say is the Divine Masculines are seeping into your energy, and it's becoming a little bit pessimistic. It's becoming negative. But you Divine Feminines who are listening to this are very aware of it. The Divine Masculines are struggling. So I'm getting like the Three of Swords type of energy, but This card is saying, well, how can you look at things from a different perspective? And you divine feminines have been consistently seeking to look at things from a different perspective. So this is a very important message for you to say, you're on the right path. You have been seeing 111, you've been doing the work, you've been meditating, you have also been sharing your story with others, and divine is so proud of you. But the divine masculines, let's see the card that comes up, the Six of Swords. They are being pushed forward. They're not getting there willingly, as you have been, divine feminines, but they are being pushed because they have failed to recognize the ways the universe is asking them to be pushed forward. Now, in a sense, they're being pulled and pushed. So they're being pushed from the spirit team. They're also being pulled by you, divine feminines, because you're moving ahead in leaps and bounds, right? So I feel as if this is a very important time to continue on your journey, divine feminines. Allow yourself to honor how you feel and what is coming up for you. Be more of the observer rather than the person who is acting or reacting at this time. Share with either this community or the ones that you really trust about the connection with those soul families, because this is a very important time to lean on others. We have the Six of Swords here, and it does remind me of a boat. So this is going to be quite relevant for some of you. You know who you are. There is a boat. You can take it as a canoe. There is, how many people are there here? There's 4 people. All 4 of them are holding swords. And then there's 2 people at the bottom. That's kind of like, yay, we see the horizon, we see success. It's almost like you're coming, it's a ship to shore call kind of thing, right? So it's almost like we've been on this journey for a while now. When we're ready to embark on this new adventure, we see the green, lush island and we're ready to move forward. So for the divine masculines at this time, they are being asked to tap into their dream state. So when they are quiet in the middle of the night, when they do end up dropping off, divine feminines, you may be getting this too. You're seeing a lot of dreams play out in the astral. And you may not know what this means, and that's not the important thing here. The important thing is to understand that you are receiving downloads from the astral, from the subconscious, and it's going to lead to new unexpected trajectories, magic, synchronicities. Like you are going to be having intuitive hits. You're going to be almost going on vacation in your mind, but some of you are actually going away. I'm seeing peacocks, I'm seeing unicorns, I'm seeing rainbows. Like all of these things are asking you to play more divine masculines. So instead of missing the signs, which you do in the physical, in the conscious, spirit is saying tap into those childish emotions, tap into your playfulness, tap into your creativity. This is actually enabling you to breathe the breath of love, right? So it's saying that instead of saying, oh, well, that'll happen when pigs fly or when the fat lady sings, this is going, no, bring this enthusiasm to where you are. Stop holding yourself in such high regard in terms of seriousness, but hold yourself to a higher standard of what you deserve in this lifetime. So stop knocking yourself, put yourself on your pedestal, and instead of it being a very superficial, materialistic view of the world, have a look at ways you can bring more joy and play and act a little bit more silly, because this has been missing from your life right now. And this is what I'm seeing, right? We've got the Magician card here, amplifying the message of the Page of Cups. So it's saying that you get to be open to these miracles, but you get to create these miracles in your life. So if you lack imagination and creativity and play, that's lacking the magic that you're instilling in your reality. So if you're thinking that things are a bit gray, they're a bit dull, or you're being sidetracked by a karmic person, this is stopping you from tapping into your higher self. You're kept stagnant, you're kept stuck, you're kept on replay, and spirit isn't moving you forward until you learn these lessons. So we have the page of swords here as well. So we've got the page of cups and the page of swords. Why is the page of swords relevant? Because you're restless. In the day, you get to be distracted and you get to ignore what you're feeling, what your intuition is, but at night, your divine essence, your spirit is craving this information. It's wanting to learn new things, it's wanting to start again, and it's really wanting to go through this intellectual pursuit of greatness. So instead of looking at others and thinking, well, they're much smarter than I am, or I'm less educated, or things like that, you are very much expanding your consciousness into learning new things, and you're opening up this energy to discover, stay curious, be in wonder, right? So if you're seeing this in the physical, this is that you're on the right path. You are ascending baby steps in the right direction. But you're also probably getting this energetically from your divine feminine, because the divine feminines may be tapping into their creativity. Now, it may be dance, it may be writing, it may be painting, it may be whatever it is, just staring out into the horizon or being still at night. It's just going, I'm gonna sit in this space and not take in new information. And that in itself is so powerful, because we're so inundated with overstimulation with information, and the divine masculines are feeling this. So they haven't really been able to decompress and absorb what the lessons they've learned, because they keep distracting themselves. And the only time that they can do that is in the still of the night. And then they become restless. So the way to evolve this energy is tap into your creativity and bring in this sense of curiosity. And wow, we've got the Emperor card here. So we've got the Magician and the Emperor clarifying the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. So this is how you get to this Emperor energy. Isn't it funny? The more you resonate with your inner divine feminine, the more you enhance your outer physical leadership qualities of an emperor. That's what turns your divine feminine on, because you are so secure in the safety, stability, security, the peace in your being, but you're also safe and secure and vulnerable and open with your emotions, with your inner divine feminine. So you have that harmony, that balance that has come to fruition. So there is a big signal for the divine masculines to say that when you lead, don't lead with pride or material substances, lead with the circumstances of your world, with confidence, with harmony, with generosity. Stop faking it, divine masculines. No one likes a faker. Everybody can spot BS. So when you can work your magic, funnily enough, we've also got the Magician card here, you're going to find opportunities to be flexible, to be able to learn new things from others. You're able to step into the fiery energy. You're embodying this confidence, this compassion, leadership. And that is where you create your world. That is why the clarification cards of the Magician and Emperor go so well together. But you've not appreciated this about yourself in the previous life, and even in this life. You have been missing opportunities for abundance because you've not spent enough time meditating. You've been frustrated and bored because you've not appreciated the stability that comes from boredom. So when you're still and you're able to receive these downloads, more things open up to you. It's so weird to say the more stillness you can embody, the bigger the world opens up for you. And that's where you can step into your new light. That is when you can drop your masks. That is the most dynamic magic that you can find. So instead of spending time focusing on the thoughts of the experiences, You're not really focusing on creating the future. And this is what Spirit is encouraging you to do right now. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Step up to where you need to be. Step up to your true divinity and start appreciating all of the things that are magical in your life. And the clarification card for the Four of Cups is the Ace of Swords. This is where you find brilliant moments of clarity. When you are able to be in the boredom, be in the frustration, be in the stillness without any mental, emotional, physical stimulation, that is when clarity comes. That is when communication, victory, success, triumph, new ideas, aha moments, that is when the truth comes out. That is when your intellect aligns all the dots. That is when the pieces of the puzzle all start to fit in. And that is when your unconscious mind is available to you. That is your vision of the future. So you don't need to be confused by it. You just need to get still. And funnily enough, then we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups has not shown up. The Nine of Cups, pardon me. The Nine of Cups has not showed up until this very specific moment. So we've gone from 9, 1, 1, 4 back to a 9. You're going to be reduced to revisit your previous lesson. You can't skip cycles. So from the 9, you're not learning. So you're back to 1. You're going to keep going back to 1 until you learn. You've got to 4. You're still learning. Then you get to the Ace and you get to the 9. So you don't have to go through a step-by-step process. You don't have to go through the 1, 2, 3, 4 progress. Your progress is going to be aligned to where you are on your journey. So you may have done all the steps between 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and you may not need to repeat those again, but you do need to remind yourself of the 1 message, of the 1 cycle, of the 4 cycle, because that hasn't been ingrained in your consciousness. Spirit is saying that you've been pushing the button on instant gratification. I want to buy this. I want to get this now. I'm going to have this flirting message. I'm going to get the attention from these random females. Nothing is satisfying you and you're still not getting it. It could be drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be substances. It could be porn. It could be whatever. Whatever applies to you, divine masculines. None of this is good enough. Until you find the quiet of your consciousness, you will tap into your subconscious. You will understand that your wish was always in your heart, that you had layered it with all this junk and baggage. So now you're going to be able to be revealed your aha, your oh my gosh, this is what I've wanted. This is my wish fulfillment. This is what I wished for. Are you filling your life with laughter, bliss, joy, peace, abundance? Because those are the things that are coming for you when you go quiet. So yes, you might have been working really, really hard in the external, but that's not satisfactory. Because these things that you're wishing for, the happiness, the peace, the bliss, the abundance, the laughter, this is priceless. You can't buy these things. You need to create them. So what's the card that we need to know? The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. Seriously, the 9 of Cups. When you get to your stillness, when you get to your quietness, when you get to your aha epiphany moment, when you get to understand what your true wish fulfillment is, you get the 10 of Cups. This is your cycle complete. This is your wish fulfillment, and we will all celebrate with you. Your divine team is celebrating with you. And you know what? Then we automatically, instead of going back to a 1 cycle, you've now skipped to a number 6. Remember I said you were on the 6 of Swords being ushered forward with the universe? You're being pulled by the universe and you're being pushed by your sacred spirit team. Now we're back, post 10 of Cups, to the 6 of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles important and relevant here? Well, your wish fulfillment is complete. You've got community, you've got love, you've got soulmates, you've got harmony, you've got relationships, you've got your union. But within that, you've been pushed forward with all of these beautiful gifts. But now you need to understand the way to give and receive. How do you generate a positive mindset? How do you awaken the ebb and flow of your generosity, of your success, of being of service in this lifetime? You're going to be donating your energy, your resources to helping others. So it's no longer about you, divine masculine. When you're in union with your counterpart, you are going to learn how this give and take, this giving and receiving is going to play out. What do we need to know about the Six of Pentacles? The Ten of Swords. Okay, this is quite dramatic, Spirit. If you don't learn how to give and receive, if you keep thinking about yourself and you keep holding yourself to a unrealistic, materialistic standard, you're going to go back to Ten of Swords. So you can easily go from the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, to the Ten of Swords, because tens match one another. You can easily go from the Ten of Cups to the Ten of Swords. This is Spirit warning you to say, unless you get this right, you're going to go straight back to the Ten of Swords and you're going to cycle repeat. So what else do we need to know? We've got the Justice card. You may be seeing 1111 a lot lately, Divine Feminines. Your Divine counterpart is probably seeing this too. This is natural law and order. This is balance. This is karma. This is truth. This is wisdom. This is fairness. This is cause and effect. Your Divine Masculine has been quite naughty in the astral, in the physical. They've succumbed to material distractions. And Spirit is keeping you in separation because your Divine Masculine hasn't learned the lesson. That they need to keep going and they need to hold themselves at a higher standard because you, Divine Feminines, are putting down some boundaries. You're putting down some rules and you're saying, no, I'm not accepting this lower vibration anymore. And you're moving forward in haste. So this Justice card isn't about perfection. You've tried being perfect, Divine Masculines, and it's not worked. You've berated yourself every time you tried to be perfect. But this is about holding yourself to a higher standard and being perfectly imperfect. Balance your growth with positivity and shadow. Don't ignore your shadow side. Don't ignore the fact that you are being materialistic and you're in this conscious reality. Yes, you're human experiencing this. Yes, your soul wants you to enjoy these human experiences, but when you get caught up in a web, it's really hard to break free. And your Divine Feminines will not be there to untangle you. You've got to do that yourself. It reminds me of when I saw a fly get trapped in a web a few weeks ago. And I thought to myself, you keep struggling, you keep struggling, you keep struggling. And the fly just kept wanting to break free. And then all of a sudden, I energetically said, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And it reminds me of this very specific message of the Justice card. As the Divine Feminines hold themselves back, cut themselves off energetically, pray for the Divine Masculines without having seen, without working with them, without doing anything in the physical, your energy and the fly genuinely broke free from that web. So when I was ushering the fly to continue, it reminded me of the Divine Masculines getting caught up in their own web of lies, of their own web of deceit and the material distractions and low-level vibrations. So let's have a look at what the clarification is. The Ten of Wands. Wow. Honestly, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Spirit is so pushing you to hold yourself to a higher standard. And nobody else can do it but you, Divine Masculines. Nobody else will want to do it apart from you. You're going to keep getting the karmic cycle repeat until you figure this out. So the next card we have is the death and rebirth. Now, I find this card very interesting. It was almost like that Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups kind of, you do get this. You will get this death and rebirth. You are going through a cycle of transformation, divine masculines and divine feminines. You are feeling this too, because you should be feeling overwhelmed with so much crap as that has happened probably in the last few weeks of the different mix of energies that are happening. And then all of a sudden, the clouds clear, things, the sunshine comes through, and you are breathing into this new cycle. Whereas the divine masculines are still having to go through big endings, death, transmutation, rebirth. Call it a metamorphosis. And if you're seeing 444, this is genuinely a big message for you. You know, it could be within your relationships with your family, within your relationships with your soul tribe, with your career, with your plans for the future. Think of yourself in higher regard, divine masculines. What is the card that we need to know around this death and rebirth? Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely. You know, we've gone from the pages now straight to the Knight. So we've gone past all of the cups. We've achieved the 9 and 10 of cups. And now we're skipping forward because we didn't have the Page of Pentacles, but we've gone straight from the pages to those 9, 10 energies. And then we've gone straight to a court card, which is your Knight of Pentacles. Diligent, hardworking, determined. You're being pragmatic. You're being conscious of your safety, your expansion. But it could also lead you the opposite direction. You could be experiencing workaholism, you know, taking shortcuts, feeling stuck, going through those sporadic distractions. The death and rebirth card is here to reiterate that you get to find the joy in the simplistic things. What you're doing right now is creating your future, and every decision you make is going to add to the brick of your next path. So what are you working on to put yourself at a higher standard than you were before? Because the Four of Pentacles is here to say, you do want this success. You do need to accept your worth. You do need to believe that you deserve to be loved. And the universe is helping you do this. When you're appreciative of what you got, more things come to you. When you're able to live and appreciate this abundant life that you have before you, more things come to you. But if you keep thinking negatively and you keep thinking about this destruction, and if you keep coming back to those old karmic cycles, that will keep repeating for you. Oh my gosh, now we do have the Three of Swords. Yeah. You keep holding on to the blade that cut you. You keep holding on to that hot coal. Of course, you're going to get burnt and hurt and scarred. Only you can let it go, and your divine feminine will not be able to do that for you. Stop harming yourself. Start believing in who you are and what you would like to create in this reality. Okay, so the last two cards that wanted to come out, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. Wow, this is the first time we've got some 7 cards. For me, it epitomizes luck. Luck is on your side. Fortune is on your side. You no longer need to defend yourself against people's expectations of you. You get to hold yourself at a higher standard and think better of yourself. That people's words, actions, and behaviors won't affect you as much, whereas before they did. And that's the new mentality of what you needed to cultivate. And Spirit is helping you go through this progress, enabling you to plant these seeds of abundance because you do deserve it. Pause more, divine masculines, reflect on your journey. Actually, be grateful for where you are and how much you've done. You don't need to keep running on the hamster wheel. Come back to what your purpose is, come back to what your direction is, and follow that. Because dreams can be envisioned. You can create your imaginative reality in this lifetime. But you need to understand what that is first, divine masculines. So if you keep going against what you are meant to do, the cycle will keep repeating. So you are going to be protected by spirit, by your angels and ancestors and guides, by your feminine, to keep continuing to move and grow and forge these steps forward. Keep sharing those ideas with the people that you truly do trust, because the haters are always going to hate. Share your magic. Stop entertaining the low vibrational negative states and energy of the karmics. You're deserving of your success, and you're deserving to shine your light into this world. And at the bottom of the decks that I'm using, we have the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. That's when this connection is going to forge forward, because you're no longer denying your light, your truth, your purpose, and nobody else can do it but you. I absolutely love this message. If you did too, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye for now.